Great. So firstly, thank you so much for your interest in partnering with TEDxNTU. So let's start with our first question. What does a world reimagined look like to you?
Well, first, thank you very much for having me today. A world reimagined to me is how do we take what we know now and apply it for the future to make ourselves more resilient? What would we change? How would we incorporate the new normals that we're coming across?
Great. So next, in 5 words, describe your world reimagined.
The world reimagined is intelligent, adaptable, resilient, inclusive, and fair.
Cool. How did you know about TEDxNTU and what makes you want to be on board with us?
It's going to sound like I have a stutter, but our Xilinx Women in Technology and our Xilinx Women in Technology. So we have many NTU alumni at Xilinx, and many are involved in a group we call our Women in Technologies group. And last year they collaborated with NTU and did the first ever all-women's hackathon. And it was a great event using a pink board, a computer hardware board, to solve a real-world problem in 24 hours. And it was a great success. And we want to make it an annual thing, but obviously this year it's not possible. But our Women in Technology suggested we participate more in TEDxNTU, so here I am.
Nice. So right now, maybe share with us more about what a company does.
Okay, so we're consistently seen as a leader in semiconductor, in the semiconductor world. So semiconductors are, you can think of them as computer chips or computer boards, things that solve computational problems. We're probably the biggest one that you haven't heard of. We're in all categories of products. We're in the Mars rover, we're in autonomous driving, we're in data center search acceleration, we're in all kinds of communications, wired and wireless infrastructure, and the big thing about what we make, our big differentiator, our uniqueness, is a lot of computation problems are solved with ASICs. That's application-specific integrated circuit. An application-specific product is designed to solve a specific application. But that development time is 18 months to 3 years, and then it's deployed in the universe for 10 to 20 years. Well, the function that that product is solving changes over time. Standards evolve over time. TV goes from regular to high def to 4K. Bandwidth continues to increase. Security problems. Everything changes in time. It's kind of the only constant is change. The product we make is very adaptable to that changing function, to that changing problem. So as that problem changes, we can still very efficiently compute a solution. And so we have very adaptable, flexible products that go into all this wide-ranging application.
That's very informative. How did the company contribute to the reimagined world?
I guess one thing I'm very proud of is we recently set a world record for DNA sequencing, for doing a full human genome sequencing. And you can imagine for a critically ill newborn, being able to do a full DNA sequence in 20 minutes versus 20 hours matters a lot. It matters a lot in how quickly you can provide some treatment or have some options on therapies. It also makes it much more affordable, so many more critically ill people could have that. So we're very proud of that. We're also very proud that we are a leader in autonomous driving. We are recently with partner company Continental, we announced, developing the world's first 4D radar. So cars can compute objects, they recognize the object, they know the distance, the speed, the altitude, and the azimuth. And they do it with extremely low latency. So you can imagine, 0.2 seconds is a long time when the vehicle is going 100 kilometers an hour. So we're very proud of that. And our company's been around a long time. We recently announced a milestone where one of our product families, the Spartan product family, had crossed over 1 billion devices. So we've shipped 1 billion parts out into the world over about 20 years. And that's really shows some staying power, both in terms of the product's success, but also its quality, its reliability, its usability in all different categories of things. And lastly, I would say we won a Diamond Award from a very large European equipment maker for sustainability. We reduce the power in 5G networks by more than 30%. And when you imagine that network is going to be put up for 30 years, a 30% reduction over 30 years is a lot, and it's a lot of CO2 that's being saved. And so we're very proud of that.
Impressive. So lastly, any message you would like to convey to our audience?
Well, first, thank you, and thanks to the organizers of TEDxNTU, and a big thank you to our Xilinx Women in Technology. And what I would say is, if 2020 reinforces one thing, it's that leadership matters. It really matters. And so we should listen to, we should become, we should mentor, we should discuss, and we should be good leaders. And for any audience members who want to work at a high-tech company in either technical or non-technical roles, Xilinx is a really cool place. So please come check us out. And thank you again.
Great. Thank you so much for your time, David.
Thank you.